Hello again. This time we will have a look at an informative, a descriptive and an instructive speech. Here it's very important to stay totally objective because you're not going to convince anyone about anything. Many people have a tendency to become a little bit argumentative here, but it's not allowed. When you describe people, that's an informative speech. You can describe a famous person like Winston Churchill, and normally you present everything in a chronological order, but to create tension you can start off by his famous talk about blood, sweat and tears when he wanted to inspire his people to keep on fighting in the Second World War. And then you can return to the beginning. If you are in an industry or you would like to describe processes, you start with cause and effect. You can, for instance, say, if our company chooses to cooperate with company B, we will have the option to expanding in Asia. If you describe a phenomenon, it's the same thing, like the aurora borealis, the northern lights. It's also informative. If you would like to be descriptive, you can use to describe buildings, objects, population, but then you need to know, what is the purpose? Do I want to convince? Well, then it's not a descriptive speech. But if I just want to explain what they look like, then you can also apply chronological order, as well as spatial, of course, how they appear in a room, or geographically. If you would like to talk about the demography of your city, where different groups live geographically, it's also something you do without adding any subjective opinions about it. And what can you do then after that? Secondly, you demonstrate. Remember that you know something that the one listening needs to know. And three, you need to define concepts or a phenomena. So think about, what is your theme? What is the purpose of this speech? And if you prepare well, you won't drift away. Be as specific as possible. Think about what signifies, what characterizes, which, when. What does this person need to know, or the audience? Finally, you present your results in a very structured manner. Avoid all unnecessary facts. Avoid talking too long. Keep to details. Once again, keep your audience in mind. What do they need to know? Why do they need to know it? And how did you become interested in this subject yourself? Why do you think it's so important? So try to convey that feeling. Next time we will have a look at the disposition for informative speeches and instructions. So welcome back.